Batman, one of the most known superheroes in the world today, arguably the best superhero in the world, and he has been around for over 80 years since the 30s and continues to be an inspiration and a fan favorite worldwide. His symbol, his suit, and merchandising are all around the world. It's something that everyone recognizes and knows what it is. In today's video, I will explain why Batman is such a compelling and interesting character and why a lot of people gravitate towards his character. I'm Batman. We all know Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered when he was 8 years old, and that turned him into the Dark Knight. Let's take a deeper dive into the mind of Bruce Wayne and how he turned his pain into purpose. After Bruce's parents were murdered, Bruce became obsessed with searching to try and find the meaning of their deaths. So throughout his childhood and teen years, Bruce found himself getting into a lot of trouble during this time, getting into fights and being obsessed with getting revenge on the man that killed his parents. It even got to the point where he wanted to erase the memories of his parents because the pain of losing them was too much. This shows the psychological toll it had on Bruce's mind during his adolescent years. After he decided not to erase the memory of them, he decided to turn that pain that he had into purpose. Bruce traveled across the world training his mind and body to its full limits. He started training in Paris with the best fencer in the world. After 2 weeks of training, he would become one of the best at fencing. Then he would train with a cat burglar from French called the Grey Shadow. They will both go to rob the Foundling, a CEO who was an infamous serial killer. He then learns sword fighting and martial arts in Tibet. He also learns gadgetry and technology as well during this time. After all the training from age 18 to 24, Bruce returns to Gotham after 7 years at the age of 25 and begins his vigilante career. After getting injured from his first night out as a vigilante, a bat crashes through the Wayne Manor window and Bruce gets the idea to become Batman. This bat gives Bruce a sense of identity, becoming something people can fear and use it as a sense of purpose to never let anyone go through the same thing he went through. It's what he finally figures out after long years of trying to find the meaning of his parents' death. It's what transforms him into the Dark Knight we know as Batman. It's one of the things that makes him such a compelling character. Although Bruce has found purpose from his parents' death, he juggles two different identities during his life: the billionaire CEO and playboy Bruce Wayne, and the Caped Crusader and crime-stopping vigilante known as Batman. These two identities intertwine with each other in a way that helps each identity out. Bruce Wayne, the billionaire, uses his wealth to help rebuild the city of Gotham and keep his appearances up to bring no suspicion of him being Batman, while on the other hand, Batman helps stop crime and disasters from happening in Gotham City. These two identities are very important for Bruce to stay on top of, because if one messes up, the other one can have consequences for that mistake. One thing about the dual identities that stand out is that Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is his true self. It's what Bruce considers himself as.
In my mind, that's not what I call myself.
What do you call yourself? Oh yeah, I suppose you would.
It's him being Batman helps him channel his anger, the darkness he has inside of him, and uses it to do good. It's what helps him distance himself from the villains he fights. Batman's moral code is the most compelling thing about his character. No killing or even using guns makes his character very different and complex when it comes to other heroes. Heroes like Deadpool, Wolverine, Red Hood, etc. are all characters who kill or use guns to protect people, and it doesn't affect them. But Batman is very different. Batman using guns or killing someone will make it easier for him to do it again and eventually become the people he's fighting. This philosophy that Batman has makes for interesting stories and something we never seen before in a hero. This code he has helps him stay the hero he needs to be for Gotham, while also helping the people around him. He believes that everyone has a chance to turn their life around and be redeemed no matter how far gone they might be. It's his need to help people and not let anyone go through what he went through gives him that sense of justice, that sense of hope that one day the people he's fighting, his villains, can turn their life around. As we all know, Batman has a very popular rogues gallery and arguably the best between Spider-Man. Each of his villains define him in a way where only Batman can relate to them. Riddler, the smartest villain in his rogues. pushes Bruce mentally and shows us why he's the world's greatest detective. Two-Face. He tests Bruce's sense of justice by the flip of a coin and shows you how corrupt someone's view of justice can be. Bane tests Bruce physically and spiritually by breaking his back and Bruce having to overcome the adversity he faced after that. That's what makes his villains different and unique from other villains, because they push Bruce in a way that we've never seen before with heroes and their villains. In a way, they push him to become a better and a more adaptable hero. Scarecrow, for example. He uses everyone's worst fear on them in a way where it looks real. Bruce having to adapt and overcome that fear of shame or guilt from his parents helps him become stronger mentally and can go through any situation that is similar to that.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
I hope you all enjoyed this video. I want to know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this in the next video.